Good morning, second grade families. Happy favorite team day. I don't know if you can guess what my favorite team is, but a shout out to Lonnie Cooper. We share the same favorite team. So your checklist for today is in your spelling packet. Go ahead and write those sentences. Make sure that you put correct capitalization, punctuation, and of course spelling. I'm also going to be looking for that neat handwriting. Most of all, do your best. Keep practicing those words. All right. I have loved seeing your work on readworks.org. You have done an incredible job. It looks like some of you are taking your time on it. Some of you are still rushing. So slow down. Now, if you need additional help with it, watch some of these videos that I put on this channel, and I'm reading the story with you as we go through it. Most of all, remember, don't answer a question if you don't understand it. So break down that question before we read. Now, today we're going to read about one of my favorite places on the planet, the Appalachian Trail. If you haven't heard of the Appalachian Trail, it is a mountain chain that stretches all the way from Georgia to Maine. And I tell you what, it is one of the most beautiful places on this planet. If you ever get a chance to go to the mountains, please take that advantage and go. All right, so the story is called Hiking the Appalachian Trail. If you go into readworks.org, it's already assigned to you. Or if you have your packet, it's right here. It is the second story in the packet. So let's go ahead and read it together, and we can possibly discuss some of the things that are on here. 8-year-old Maya and her parents were on vacation. They were hiking the Appalachian Mountains. The Appalachians are the longest group of mountains in eastern North America. These mountains start in northern U.S. state of Maine. That's where I'm from. They end in the southern state of Georgia. Maya's family was walking on a road that goes from one end of the Appalachians to the other. It is called the Appalachian Trail. Maya and her family had started near their home in Maryland. A native of Maryland, Maya had never left her state before. A native is someone who is born in a place. The family's first stop was West Virginia. Every evening, Maya and her family would make a campfire. She loved that. She also enjoyed sleeping in a tent each night. Maya wanted to remember everything that happened on her vacation. Whenever she came across a new animal, such as a beaver or a quail, she would draw a picture of it in her journal. Maya learned that she had to be quiet if she wanted the animals to stay. She also drew a field of daisies. Maya thought the flowers were easier to draw than the animals. They didn't run away. Do you think you could find the 4 states that were mentioned in the story? Let's take a look at the map right now. All right. So here we have the east coast of the United States. We are actually right here. Here's the east coast of the United States. Do you remember the 4 states that were mentioned in the story? Well, as I look at the map, I'm reminded that the first state that was mentioned was my home state of Maine. And the second state that was mentioned was Georgia. Now, if you take a look at the map, we're living in North Carolina right now. So we can say that Georgia is a lot closer than Maine. What were the other 2 states that were mentioned? If you said West Virginia and Maryland, you were correct. Now, if you look, where on the Appalachian Trail would be West Virginia and Maryland? Now, if Georgia is here and the end of the trail in Maine is here, West Virginia and Maryland are smack dab right in the middle. I love this story, not just because it's about mountains, but it's because it's about nature. As we're stuck inside with this whole stay at home, sometimes we forget how beautiful it is outside. So an extra challenge that I have for you guys this week is in your journals or in your folders or in your binders or wherever you want to do it. Go outside, take a look, see what animals you can see what plants you can see. You know, we still have our garden out back that's growing every day, and go ahead and draw it. It's a great activity for you to do and make that connection with nature. Now, your next step is going to be to answer the questions. So in your packets, definitely go through and underline those key words. Remember, do not answer a question unless you understand it. Feel free to ask for your parents for help. Feel free to message me for help if you need it. If you have to go back into the story, go back into the story. If you have to reread the story, definitely reread the story. It's not a very long story to begin with. Most of all, ladies and gentlemen, good luck. I look forward to seeing your work, look forward to seeing your scores, and I look forward to seeing you whenever we get back together. All right? Have a great day, GPA family and all families. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.